What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles. This week we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal and we're doing Dumon. In the English version he's known as Dumon. In the Japanese he's known as Durbe? I'm not that savvy with the Zexal anime. His age, I would put him around 14 years old in his human form, because that kind of puts him the same age as Shark. Makes sense. His anime debut was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, episode 73, Kite's Plight, part 2. Here are his wins, here are his losses, and here's his duel score. So a quick gist on the character. Dumon is one of the Baryon Emperors from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal anime. His goal is to protect the Baryon world from Astral and those that would bring harm to his home. Fun fact, Dumon is the only Baryon Emperor that never dueled in his human form or against Yuma Tsukumo at all throughout the entire series. Crazy. Dumon's name is derived from Alpha Ursa Majoris, also known as Durbe. Can't say that word. It is a star located in the Big Dipper asterism, which is fitting as he plays a star-themed deck. Interestingly as well, he takes on his former leader's name, Nash, as an alias whilst in his human form. The name Nash is also derived from another star in the same asterism, Eta Ursa Majoris, also known as Bennett Nash. In his human form, he has grey eyes with short grey spiky hair. He wears a black vest over a white t-shirt and he carries around the Baryon crystal on his right wrist, as well as a scarf tied around his neck. In his previous life, Dumon was a legendary knight. He wore silver armour with a white cape. In his Baryon form, his skin is a wisteria colour, with 2 blue markings on the sides of his face and silver armour plating with blue gems covering different parts of his body, with a Baryon emblem found on the right side of his chest. In terms of Dumon's personality, he is shown to be the most level-headed among the Baryon Emperors. This could explain why he was once the leader as well. He is shown to have a deep care for his fellow Baryons, often voicing his high opinions of them. This care goes as far as he is willing to sacrifice his life in order to protect his comrades, seen when he was trying to use his celestial rage to end his last duel against Vector in a draw, as well as using Sacred Shield to protect Marin, even though it meant his death. Dumon is also very loyal to the Baryon world and prioritizes its safety above all else. Likewise, he is extremely loyal to the original leader of the Baryon world, Nash, going to great lengths to find and restore him to his original position within the 7 Baryon Emperors. Despite his caring nature though, Dumon is shown to intimidate the other Baryons when he gets serious. Bit of backstory on the character. Dumon was once a knight. He protected the realm along with his Pegasus, Mac. He was friends with the ruler of the United Lands of the Poseidon Ocean, Nash. When Nash's kingdom was attacked by Vector, Dumon assisted him in the battle. Nash's sister Marin was taken by the ocean god that Vector summoned, Abyss. Dumon attempted to save her, but Marin sacrificed herself to call forth another god. Dumon then stood by Nash's side as he mourned his sister's death, and helped lead Nash's army in the battle against Vector. Unfortunately, he was the only known survivor. After the battle, he returned to his homeland, but learned about how his fellow knights had grown arrogant and plotted to usurp the king. Dumon and Mac intercepted the other knights and tried to reason with them, but Dumon failed and the knights turned their swords on him. Since Dumon was unwilling to kill his former comrades, both he and his Pegasus were killed. Despite this, Dumon's fellow knights regretted their actions and they buried him and Mac together. It turned out though that the knights had been hypnotized by Don 1000 in order to cause Dumon's rebirth as a Baryon. Dumon had no memory of his previous life due to the over 100 number that he received from Don 1000. After this, he assumed command of the Baryons and began their quest to gather all the number cards in order to protect the Baryon world. Dumon uses a Star Seraph deck focused on quickly summoning his ace number 102 Star Seraph Sentry. He later gains the ability to perform a Chaos Draw to use rank up magic, the 7th one, allowing him to rank up Star Seraph Sentry and summon its evolved form, number C102 Archfiend Seraph. All of the monsters seen in his deck throughout the series are Star Seraph Sage, Star Seraph Scout, Star Seraph Sword, and his extra deck monsters, number 102, Star Seraph Sentry, number C102, Archfiend Seraph. And with that, guys, that's another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles done and another Zexal character done. Let me know what you thought of Dumon in the comments section below. Who would you like to see next week for Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5? But other than that, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you later.